It was just past 3 in the morning, a time when the world is quiet, the lake serene, and every house on the street cloaked in shadow. My family had been asleep, the soft hum of the ceiling fans mixing with the occasional call of an owl. But peace was about to be interrupted by the unmistakable sound of car doors slamming, flashlights cutting across the darkness, and Karen number 33's high-pitched, furious voice echoing through the trees. Karen had called 911, claiming that I was violating HOA rules that she believed extended far beyond her own neighborhood and into my property. She expected the authorities to arrive, unquestioning, ready to enforce her imagined authority. What she did not anticipate was that she had awakened someone who not only knew his rights but carried the law with him every day. Me, a certified U.S. Marshal. I awoke to the disturbance, assessing the situation calmly. Through the security cameras, I could see Karen pacing near the driveway, shouting into her phone with her usual arrogance. Her entourage, 2 volunteers from her HOA fan club, stood nearby, looking uncertain but eager to assert control. Their plan was simple: intimidate, report, and hope for compliance. I stepped onto the porch, badge clipped prominently on my jacket, and let my presence be known. My voice carried calmly but firmly across the yard. "Ma'am, you are trespassing on private property. Any further actions are unlawful. This ends now." Karen froze mid-sentence, her phone lowering slightly as she caught sight of the badge. For the first time, the confidence that had fueled countless HOA confrontations wavered. You can't." "I called 911, she stammered, disbelief dripping from every word. I raised my hand, gesturing for her to step back. "Yes, you called 911. And yes, I am fully within my rights here. You are trespassing, and your complaints are baseless. Any attempt to escalate this further will be documented and treated as harassment." Her minions glanced nervously at each other. They had assumed that the authorities would arrive to back them, that their entitlement would grant them leverage. Instead, they were faced with preparation, authority, and calm enforcement. I walked toward the driveway, cameras capturing every step, making sure every action was documented for legal clarity. "Step back," I said again. "You have no authority here, and your complaints are irrelevant. This property is private, and I enforce it fully." Karen hesitated, her usual bluster failing her. Her voice dropped as panic set in. I didn't know." "You didn't know," I echoed, voice calm but edged with authority. "Perhaps now you understand that entitlement does not grant rights. Preparation, law, and documentation do." By this point, my family had joined me outside, standing behind me as witnesses and reinforcement. The security cameras, strategically positioned, recorded every angle. Karen's repeated attempts to assert dominance were futile against a combination of law, preparedness, and authority. The 911 operators, upon arrival at the scene, confirmed that all claims were baseless. Karen's imagined HOA authority was irrelevant, and she was politely but firmly instructed to leave private property immediately. Her 2 minions followed reluctantly, clearly shaken by the realization that their assumptions had been catastrophically wrong. By the time dawn began to break, the yard was quiet, the lake reflecting the first hints of sunlight, and Karen number 33 had retreated in humiliation. She had learned a crucial lesson. Perceived authority carries no weight when confronted with documented, lawful power. Later, reviewing the night's recordings with my family, we were reassured that every step had been accounted for. The property remained secure, our rights fully enforced, and the lesson for HOA overreach had been unmistakable. Audacity and entitlement cannot override preparation, authority, and law. Karen number 33 would undoubtedly replay the events repeatedly, realizing that trying to intimidate a property owner without true authority is a recipe for embarrassment and legal consequences. Meanwhile, the property, my family, and our peace had been preserved. As the sun rose higher, casting golden light over the lake, the message was clear to any who might follow Karen's lead. Do not trespass, do not overreach, and never underestimate preparedness and lawful authority.